Dumoulin takes a look. Deflected, scores! Letang! Could you script it any better than this?
Pitch it to Najee Harris. Harris sidesteps, gets to the sideline. Najee Harris dives for the pylon. Touchdown, Steelers!
I don't think I expected anything less.
It's unbelievable. It is absolutely incredible.
Welcome to another live edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline in the BPTV studio. Right here at 5100 West Library Avenue, right in the municipal building. Thank you for watching us. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching us on Facebook. We're holding steady with the numbers. And then on YouTube, I was remiss. We hit 407. That's the most we had. We're trying to get up to 1,000, and I'm looking at it. Just one of you, get us to 408 by the end of this show. That's all I'm asking, just one. We appreciate you there, and we love the interactions on Facebook. There's no dumb questions. Some people want to argue with me that there are dumb questions. It's my show after 1,005 shows. I think I have the right to say it. You can ask what you want, and we'll let Smoke and Jim answer it. So who knows where you'll go. But we like to have a little fun. We never let the facts get in the way of our opinions. And we'll talk about preseason. And just so you know on the side, I don't watch preseason unless the first-round draft pick is playing. And then it's for a few plays. Just had to share that. All right, we got Smoking Jim Frazier here. Nick Callis is here. Chip's not here. Mike Rohde's not here. And I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. We normally have promos in 10 seconds, but I got Linda's been here a year and a few days now. So I'm going to have her try to pull up this, I do a lot of fundraisers and help nonprofits with that. This one is near and dear to my heart. It honors my mother, my great mother, Gloria. And I have a picture on the flyer when she was about 21 years old. And have that on there. And she died due to complications of Alzheimer's at 55 years old, August 17th, 1988. For all of you that didn't go to Gateway, that's 37 years ago. And she's near and dear. Nice. I got 6,700 close friends. Nobody's as nice as my mother. I'm prejudiced that she was that nice. If she were here, she goes, Smoking Jim, do you need anything? Nick, what can I get you? Linda, do you want a chair? That's how nice she was. And Alan, we just be quiet a little bit? So this is to honor her. We have a link. We have a link for you to go to the Talking Machine Telethon page. It's so easy to do it. Even Smoke and Jim could go online, but he doesn't have online banking since his Bitcoin debacle. And it's real easy. Guess what? You click on it, you put your information in, and it's done. The donation, I'm asking my 6,700 close friends plus 7,500 Sportsline friends, just $1. That's all I ask. Or if you can afford more like Smoking Jim, he might give me a second dollar. He already gave me one. Maybe I get a second dollar out of him. That's all I'm looking for, because times are tough. Prices are going up, whether you believe it or not. This isn't political. I know when I'm spending more money at the stores here, something happened. And that's my money that's being spent. So if you have a couple extra dollars, do it. The first 2 years, this is the third annual Talking Machine Telethon. We collected almost $2,000 in the last 2 years. Every dollar, my thing is just get a dollar to help others. And you can help with preventive care. You can help with actual care to guide people to get help. There's services they can provide. So the Alzheimer's Association, they do a lot of great things, and that's why I'm supporting them. Check out the link. If you can get a close-up, maybe Linda can get a close-up. I'm testing all this.
She already did get a close-up.
Did you get it on the QR?
On the clear.
Yeah, QR. I had to go one step ahead of you, Nick. QR, baby.
There it is.
We got the QR, just the QR. There it is.
It's Spartan.
Linda, that is great. Get your phone up. You guys know how to do that better than me.
Let me see if I can do it.
See if Nick can get the QR.
Yep, it's reading it. There you go.
That's all we need. This is a Pittsburgh Sportsline first. Linda's involved in it. Only been here a year. She's not a rookie anymore. We're going to promotions in 10 seconds.
My name is Nicholas Callis, and this is the Bethel Park Minute. The Bethel Park Regular Council meeting takes place on Monday, August 11th at 7:30 p.m. in Council Chambers. Check Bethel Park's website for a full list of upcoming meetings. Stop by the information tent this week at the award-winning Bethel Park Farmers Market from 3 to 7 p.m. to learn about some great resources available from Allegheny County. The market, as always, takes place in South Park on Corrigan Drive next to the ice rink. Bethel Park Recreation and Library will be hosting their next Movies in the Park this Friday. They'll be showing Inside Out at the Bethel Park Splash Park. The movie begins at 8 p.m. And this Saturday, Public Works will be accepting yard waste drop-off from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Slater Road. As a reminder, whole trees or truckloads of branches are not accepted. My name is Nicholas Callis, and this has been the Bethel Park Minute.
Frank Fanera, owner of Olive Oil's Pizzeria and the Hillcrest Shopping Center on Route 88. Call them at 412-831-1900. Every Tuesday night, Olive Oil's Pizzeria provides the host and the amazing volunteer crew with an XL pepperoni pizza and a full steak hoagie. They are delicious. Olive Oils is proud to support Pittsburgh Sportsline and the volunteers at BPTV. Stay Joey strong. Joey Fabus died at 8 years old of brain cancer known as DIPG. Since then, the family has come together with community members to create the Joey Fabus Childhood Cancer Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit. Since being founded, they've raised over $100,000. Go to jfccf.org to learn more about DIPG, to help spread awareness, and to see how else you can support and donate towards the fight against this dreaded brain cancer. Always Be Smiling, a 501c3 designed to help children and families in need of kidney transplants. The B stands for Bennett, whose memory is embedded in this organization by his parents, Kristen and Dean. Despite the challenges he faced in his 16 and a half years of life, Bennett always had a smile on his face and spread kindness to everyone he could. Now, Always Be Smiling wants to pass on that kindness. Go to alwaysbesmiling.org to learn more and see how you can support or donate to this organization. The Bethel Park Community Foundation has money for you. I'm Al Levine, trustee on the board of this great organization. The BPCF focuses on raising money to provide scholarships, grants, endowments, and more. Grant requests are available online from $100 to $5,000. You can also attend fundraisers or donate. Go to bpcf.org to get more information and to stay up to date on upcoming events. The Bethel Park Community Foundation, focusing community resources, building for the future. The Bethel Park Historical Society is a 501c3 that serves Bethel Park. The Historical Society operates out of the Schoolhouse Arts and History Center, located at 2600 South Park Road. Look for the red and white trolley right out front. Reginald's Coffee is inside, and I've heard it's the best coffee around. To visit this great historical venue, email historicalsocietybp@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to me go on the long-winded speech, but it's to honor my mother. Just great memories there. Marco Rodi, hi guys. Ann Harder, another great show. Chuck Chief McElroy, great tribute to your mom. You're terrific, Machine. Oh, thanks, Chief. Ralph Williams, hello guys. All right, what's on your mind? Smoking Jim Frazier, who's not a Pirate fan, wearing Pirate gear.
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green, you got white cornerback got to me. I tell you what.
There you go, Nick.
I tell you what, Al Levine, the talking machine.
What?
I can't wait. September's just around the corner. Already got my order in for the Bethel Park Band hoagies. I've never tasted hoagies so good. I'm addicted to them, Al Levine, the talking machine. I'm on the list. I'm on the list.
Smoking, I got my order in too. Yeah. I beat you.
But and I want to thank Mikey for that. Hey, Al Levine, the talking machine. I tell you what, I took a lot of heat from draft day. On the draft day, I said when the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted Will Howard, I said Will Howard is not an NFL quarterback. I said Will Howard is a tight end trapped in a quarterback's body. I said he's never been better than Skylar Thompson. He couldn't beat Skylar Thompson out in college, and he won't beat him out in the pros. You got to, I tell you what, man, success is when opportunity and preparedness meets. Skylar Thompson got the opportunity, and I tell you what, he got a job somewhere in the NFL. I think it's with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Will Howard needs to get on with his life work and start training to be a tight end. Hand over here in the yellow shirt.
Smoking Jim, one of our biggest fans, and my Keystone Oaks buddy, Tony D.
Yeah.
Him and others in Ohio love Will Howard.
Yeah. They won't for long.
You just broke his heart.
Well, I got to be honest. I'm
Sorry,
an honest man.
Tony D. Can you at least apologize to Tony D?
I'm an honest man. The truth hurts.
Does it?
And they're going to really be mad after.
Well, he's watching the show.
After Nick hammers one of their all-time legends, they're really going to be hurt.
Well,
but it needs to be done.
He might call us after the show.
Okay.
So he's not going to be happy like he was last time a month ago. Just had to tell you that he had high hopes for.
So we haven't seen.
Will Howard is Mike Kruchik.
I met Mike Kruchik.
A great guy.
So we haven't seen him in the NFL yet, but you're just like, nope, he's done. Tight end.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I've been doing.
And you're only right
97% of the time.
Unofficial.
You're right 97% of the time, 4% of the time.
Nick,
Some Yogi Berra type math there. How about
that's
that?
tremendous. We're going to leave Smoking Jim before he goes deep on this. But there'll only be three of us, so I may let them talk a little more, but I'm not sure.
Is that all you want to say? I mean,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I want to hear you.
You could have an extra 30 seconds if you want.
How about that?
No, we'll let it go. All right, Nick Callis, what's on your mind?
All right, so a couple things. Personal life. I'm becoming more independent. I sold one of my 3 cars. I'm looking to get an apartment, so I'm super excited about that. What else? I forget. I don't know. I'm really kind of scrambled today because I want to be enraged about something that's going on with the Steelers. But
I got to interrupt you. Tony from Chick-fil-A just came up with something that might segue to why you're a little beside yourself.
Okay.
Cam Hayward is acting like a big baby.
Woo!
Tony from Chick-fil-A.
Hey, well, don't worry, we'll get there. Yeah,
How's
that
that
might
for
be
a
it.
segue?
That might be it.
Tony, we got 2 Tony talks, Tony D and Tony from Chick-fil-A.
There you go. That's what I wanted to say, though. My nephew got baptized this weekend as well, so we had a whole party. I got to go swimming.
You're doing family stuff. What
Are you?
happened?
Now, this is kind of a sport. Are you familiar with gutter ball? Did you ever play gutter ball in the Green Tree Pool when you were growing up? Did you ever hear about it?
I heard about it, but I don't think I ever played it.
So there's the gutters on the ledges, right? So you can throw the ball in the gutter and then you score a goal. And there's like gutters on each side of the pool, so that's how you play.
No, that's after my time.
Right. So that was what we did. Why are you giggling? It's great.
That's funny.
Well, we went to the pool with a bunch of my brother-in-law's buddies, and this was awesome because when you play as a kid, there were like less official rules. All you did was throw it. But I adapted like an adult set of rules, like. Here's some actual like rules and guidelines and stuff you want to follow.
It. Yeah.
And I mean, they all thought it was fun. I mean, we had a 4-on-4 going on. We're just tossing the ball back and forth. It was
Is there
wonderful.
defense on it? Or?
There is defense,
Okay.
yeah. So you throw it, so you can try to smack the ball away. But if it gets past you and it goes in the gutter, right, it's goal. It's kind of like any other sport. You got your two sides, and just like a basket or a net or some other type of goal, end zone, right? There's the gutter. So you got to, like I said, stick
Did
the ball
any
in
of
it.
your
So-
friends pay attention to the girls?
Actually, weren't many girls there. We were at a party for a a less than 1 year old's baptism.
I thought you said growing up in Braintree.
No, I mean, no, I was talking more about the sport. I
Oh,
mean, I don't know. Would we watch the ladies in the pool? I mean, sometimes, I don't know. I mean, when I was growing up, sure. As an adult now, it seems more creepy. It seems more creepy the older you get when you do stuff like that, right? The creepier it seems.
Hold it. Ask him what he feels about that.
Now, you are like the anomaly. I don't know if you know what that word means. You're
No.
you're like an exception. You're like
Oh, thank you,
you're
sir.
like the one different person in like a sea of like a generic thing. Like you somehow do creepy things, but you've got a charm about you where it's not creepy. So you can say things and like it's fine, like nobody cares, like nobody takes you seriously. You're just like, oh yeah, that's Smoking Jim. I mean, I was just thinking about this too. There was one day, it was like one of the shows in 2012 for Sportsline. The first time you ever let yourself loose, there was this lady that was a co-host on the show, and Smoking Jim goes to the lady like, well, you know what, Al Levine, I got to tell you, I'm going to have a hard time keeping my hands to myself. And that's just who he is. And I mean, he's done it consistently enough where you're just like, yeah, this is normal. This is fine. So Smoking Jim asking me, hey, Nick, you're 26. You've got a girlfriend. Your brother-in-law and his friends have their own relationships and stuff. Are you guys watching girls at the pool at your nephew's baptism party, after party at 7 o'clock at night? No, we're not. I appreciate the question, though. It's not creepy, though, because you asked. Anomaly. We learned a new word today. Fucking Michael. Anomaly.
A few years ago, we won't mention where Smoking Jim goes to watch women. It's a place where you work out. We won't mention it. And he's there, and he sees a nice, beautiful lady named Miss Elaine, who's the children's librarian.
Yeah, that's wild.
And
I
she
can't.
went
I can't. I knew her growing up. I mean, so I can't handle that.
No,
I mean,
so just that's why I'm
yeah,
saying.
no,
Imagine how
it's-
normal this is.
yeah, it's.
She goes, I know who you are, Smoking Jim.
Yeah.
How about that? So he normalized something that's abnormal, as Nick was talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
don't we have the internet instead of being creepy and going to the gym? Like, don't you just have the internet for that stuff these days?
You don't know how
can
to
just,
work it.
No, you don't. That's true. You have two. How many phones? You still have two phones, right?
Yeah.
Could you sell one and give me the money so I can pay off part of my apartment here coming up? I mean, because it's more use than just sitting. Is it still in the? You have that Mac too, or did your?
Oh, he gave it away.
Yeah,
Who
it's
took it again?
My
Who was your-
daughter.
yeah.
My daughter, yeah.
Well, that's a good thing because a $2,000 piece of machinery sitting in a box is not the best use of technology. That's just it.
That's a good
Um,
paperweight. Good paperweight.
Great pay. It's an expensive paperweight. A very more than capable paperweight. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Smoking Jim creepy, but not creepy because look at him. He's harmless. Maybe.
We don't know.
No, we don't know. No, it was a good weekend, though. Everything was fine. The Pirates, they were fine. Not really, actually. They split the series with the Reds. Brian Hayes looks really good with the Reds. Isn't that shocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. Everybody's doing really well. Bailey Falter's kind of with the Royals. I've seen Adam Frazier. We forgot about Adam Frazier. Sorry to you. He's just lost.
He got his
He's just-
shirt. He sleeps with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're kind of lost at this point. I mean it's kind of sad. I'm just trying to figure out like what is the future going to look like. Because when I think about the Steelers too, I'm thinking, what is their future going to look like? It's way more exciting. There's way more to anticipate. When you thought it was going to get quiet, it got loud again. People are talking about the Steelers. We know why. We're going to talk about that later. Right, Hayward. Tony from Chick-fil-A already kind of spilled it. We're going to talk. I'm going to talk. I don't want to talk about that right now because there's going to be a whole bunch of time to talk about it during my dedicated segment. I'm sure the three of us will talk about it if we have spare time at the end of the show because it's a big story. It's the
It
biggest
could
story
even
this
be
week.
right
Yeah.
after you.
Yeah. So.
Little tease.
I don't know. I hope the Pirates do well, but there's no real hope there. The Steelers, I have a lack of hope for the Steelers for different reasons,
Whoa.
which I'll address later. The preseason game was all right. Don't put too much into that. I mean, I think we talk about that every year. Let's not overreact to that. And who is it? Skylar Thompson, preseason quarterback, very good. He did very good. I had him as player of the game. We were doing our prediction segment on the fan, and I got him right. He was player of the game, and I got a point for that, so that was good. Geez, I'm just kind of rambling now. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, everything's pretty.
No, that's what's on your mind.
Yeah,
We appreciate
that's
it.
what's
It's
on my mind.
fluid.
I'm just kind of vomiting words, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, that is what
Not
is on my
while
mind.
he's eating, please.
No. Yeah, I'll just end it here because I want to spend a lot of time talking about Cam Hayward. So that's all.
Whoa, okay. You gave about 6 or 7 teases for your segment there, so that'll work out well. Al, what's on your mind? I don't watch preseason games. I was at a Jessica Lee show, and they had it up on the big screen TV, so I saw it, and there was you couldn't hear the sound because the music was great, show was great. They actually had a nice crowd out at the Swickley Hotel in Rose's Cantina.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent food out there. Quesadillas, I recommend them. Chicken quesadillas. I've had Mexican food since Chi-Chi's. It was the best quesadilla I've had, and I've eaten there a few times. So I'm wondering about it. I see the score and all that stuff, and I don't know if I'm allowed to mention Mason Rudolph at all, because the media has this blackout on him that you can only talk about Will Howard, how he broke his finger on a snap. I got to just let that sink in. Okay. And all these other things. And Skyler, I heard that he played well. And then Mason actually had a good couple series.
I'm gonna have to stop you right. Is your microphone on?
Oh, no. Whoa. How did they hear me? Whoa. Wow. All this time. And, Chief, I'm glad you heard me talking to my mic on the table.
Yeah, Michael just sent me a private message. He's like, is the house mic on?
Whoa.
I'm like, I guess not.
Well, he couldn't turn
I
it
just
up.
looked, it was just hanging out off the
Yeah.
desk.
This is live TV. I got to switch it around. Let's see what we do here. All righty. We'll get this in a second. Yeah, so you didn't hear I was talking about Mason, but the media hasn't talked about him, and he's the second-string quarterback, and he actually did pretty well in the game. And another thing that I noticed, they were all talking about Broderick Jones, how preseason he's looking terrible. And I saw some of it, and I saw him blocking. Now, I remember looking to the left side of the TV when it's on the quarterback and the lines in front of him, so the left tackle was open door more. So I would notice that he was on the ground or a guy was running beyond him to the quarterback. Well, I saw half dozen plays or more because I was looking up, and that didn't happen. So I guess what? Being a natural left tackle made him a little better than a hard-working Dan Moore. And God bless him, and I'm happy that hard work got him $82 million because that's tremendous. But then, you know how you hear after a football game, all this rhetoric and media and all that. Steeler fans, I question their intelligence. We're going to the Super Bowl. We don't need Aaron Rodgers, and we'll be fine.
Wow.
That's what I'm hearing with the local media, and people go, Al, why are you negative? Because I go by that eye test. You look at see what you have on the field. In preseason, these facts, I can't give you 97% that I know this, but 90% of the players that you see in preseason won't even be in the NFL. So think about that for 10 seconds. That's enough. And so why watch all of it? I just try to watch some of our draft picks to see what they're doing. And that's what I recommend to you. Keep thinking we're going to the Super Bowl till they lose. And if we go undefeated in the preseason, wait till the first game, and then we'll see what we really look like. And a little side note that people didn't even mention, they may have done it during the broadcast, Jaguars have one of the worst teams and worst defenses in the NFL. And I didn't hear anybody mention that in Pittsburgh. So we're going to go to Fiction and Fact with Smokin' Jim's Almanac. 10 seconds.
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. We got beautiful Linda with us. We got Magic Mike back there on the ones.
Oh, you shouldn't call.
It'd be creepy if anybody else said it, but it's you.
No, you know what's creepy to me that he said it, Nick? No offense, but there was a guy that brought us together, not a good man, that I had a fire. And he called himself Magic Mike.
Yeah, but do you know what Magic Mike's from? You know, you understand the reference? You don't know?
Basketball.
You know about the male stripper, big movie they made?
I forgot about
You
that.
just yep.
We got Mikey. We got Mikey in the control room.
Anybody else? It'd be weird.
I'm glad we could talk through this. We call these little rabbit holes that Smoking Jim goes down because we don't know where we're going to end up. But Mikey's with us tonight.
Mikey's with him. but hey, hey, Al Levine, the talking machine. It's probably too early to revisit the draft grade that I gave the Steelers.
No, it's not.
April,
It's perfect.
Which was a D. So I just want to see after the first preseason game how many people are with me on that. Derek Harmon, I predicted would be a bust. This guy was getting blown off the ball every time. He looked about 50 pounds overweight, wearing number 99. So again, that's a bust. That's the reason why Hayward's holding out, because he's seen Derek Harmon. I'm hearing about all this speed. My time for Caleb Johnson was a 4.740, but everybody from the local media to the national media says he's been timed at 22 miles an hour on film. Well, he looked like he was running in quicksand. He's a liability in the passing game. And this guy is going to be, this guy look as slow as you can be.
Smoking Jim.
Over here.
Yeah, no, the real problem I have is I don't listen to a lot of our local media for good reason.
I enjoy
and
it.
I heard them all talking about how great he was going to do because he's the perfect replacement for Najee.
Yeah. Oh, question here.
Would you be willing to let people see your phone screen? Or would you be? Can you just turn? Are you Linda, get a close up of this. I don't know how you're even reading that. Look, this is the phone that's not in the box. It's black on a good chunk of it because it's
One quarter.
Do you see that?
Yeah, almost 1/3 of it.
Pull it up. There it is. Yep. So,
Linda, that's a great shot. She's been here a year plus. She's doing excellent. Look at that.
Like, there's nothing covering it. Like,
Hey, look at those nails. Those nails are good. Those nails are good, buddy.
Smoking Jim's nails and Ultra HD.
So right there, that's two filling grades. Fourth round pick, man, I like Jack Sawyer. Only problem is I like Mike Vrabel too. The Pittsburgh Steelers drafted a guy that they have no plans for. They got him. He can only play left outside linebacker. I mean, right outside linebacker.
What does that mean?
Which is it?
What does that mean? They don't have a plan for him.
Well, the plan is for him to be behind T.J. Watt and Herbig, so he's never going to see the field. And that's the same thing they did with Mike Vrabel when they drafted him from Ohio State. He went on the New England Patriots to start. This guy's going to be a star in the NFL, but it ain't going to be with the Steelers.
Isn't that what they said about T.J. Watt with James Harrison there? And
well,
then,
no, I said on draft day.
And then they traded James Harrison to the Patriots.
I said
and
on draft day, T.J. Watt is the greatest.
Yeah, look at the film. Look at the film.
But
Jack Sawyer's not going to be the
James
greatest.
Harrison was already brought back. He was already got rid of. He was old. The Steelers already got rid of him and brought him back. So he was on his last leg. I love Black from Iowa. He was driving those offensive linemen back. So that I give that an A grade. Will Howard, you got a tight end that you're drafting as a quarterback. The Steelers know good and well he couldn't play quarterback. That's why they're drafting the quarterback next year in the first round.
The screen.
And lastly, and I tell you what, he impressed me. The few plays he was able to get in there, he made the first tackle on opening kickoff. Carson Bruner, Mark Bruner's son, number 44, did a nice job. And then they got a cornerback. So again, I graded the draft in April a D, and it's still a D.
Thank you, Smoking Jim. Chuck McElroy said, I can hear Smoking Jim from outside my window. And Ann Harder said, watch out, Jim. He is no Magic Mike. We got that clarified, Grandma.
It's not a good nickname.
I apologize.
That's clarified, Grandma. We got that done. Thank you. Thanks, Chief. And he lives on Abbeville Road, apartments up there. So that's across from Chick-fil-A. Chuck McElroy, Chief.
He moved?
No, that's where he's lived as long as you've known him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got that covered. All right, we're going to Nick VIP time in 10 seconds. We hear Mike.
All right, so I got a couple things just to go over here. So the Cam Hayward situation and with everything that's going on with the new contracts for the Steelers that they've been getting. I think I talked about T.J. Watt a little bit. I wasn't as hard on Cam Hayward until I got some details about what on earth is going on with them. Nobody knew. Like, this is something interesting. Like, nobody knew. And it feels like, I mean, the insiders that I know of weren't saying anything. They didn't realize this. And the reporters at training camp have been kind of weird this year. Like, there's been nothing that's been, like, reported. Like, nobody said, hey, Cam's not practicing. Nobody thought anything of it because I guess the assumption was just, oh, yeah, he's older, so why would he practice? Because he didn't need to practice. It's like, they're being real sensitive with Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's probably not going to participate in any of the intense practices and intense reps and everything that they do there. So, but nobody asked the question. And then now we're hearing that it started to develop over time that both Cam Hayward and Chris Boswell want extensions to their contracts. And there's two sides to this. There's the fan side of it, which says, don't sign these guys. They already signed their contracts. The Steelers aren't winning games, and so they don't really deserve to get paid until they start winning as a unit. Like, why are they more concerned about money than actually, like, achieving the goal of doing something different, during the season, like winning a playoff game, right? Then there's the other side of it, which says, each individual is their own, and it's not your money, so let the Steelers pay these guys, let these guys get their money, and then go on from there. Life will go on. I'm on the side with the fans. I'm on the side with you out there, talking about how they need to win something. I'm not saying that Cam Hayward and T.J. Watt don't deserve money. They're playing well. Linda caught me off guard. All right, what was I talking about? Cam Hayward. So I agree that Cam Hayward and T.J. Watt should get paid. The Steelers are not in a position, I think, though, with their overall goal which should be to win a playoff game, right? That's the established goal. The fact that they haven't done that in 8 seasons is an issue. It's not that these individual players aren't good, but when it comes to the playoffs, they're not doing anything in the playoffs that would make me go, oh, yeah, everything is justified. You've got to have some sort of wins as a team in order to also justify the individual contracts, in my opinion. Cam Hayward, a really good player. Cam Hayward, I have a lot of respect for. Cam Hayward puts on a softball game for charity with Doran Dickerson every year, and it's wonderful, and I was happy to pitch in it this past July. It's nice. I met him. He's a nice man. He's a respectable man. People are calling him names, too, and stuff online. I don't agree with that. Somebody called me this morning on the early morning show and said that he's not an honorable man. I don't know where that's coming from. He's an honorable man. He's trying to get paid. There's not anything that he's not being honorable about. I think if he actually sits out some games, then you could question that. But right now, is he not being an honorable person? No, I don't think so. I just get disappointed when these players come out and say, we need to win. And I think Cam Hayward was one of the players when Le'Veon Bell was sitting out who was saying you either want to be a Steeler or don't. No, I'm sorry. He said it when Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers was on the fence about signing here. Mm-hmm. You either want to be a Steeler or not. Well, Cam Hayward wants to be a Steeler. How bad of a Steeler does he want to be? Well, he didn't bet on himself last season. He insisted on getting an extension. He earned that extension, and now he's in the middle of his previous extension, and he wants another extension on top of that. I think that's where that's where reasonable heads have to question why is he doing it this way. And he gave a great public relations answer. He gave a great answer to try to explain the situation. I told the people at the negotiation table, well, watch me be an All-Pro next year, and then I'll come, and you watch, I'll come back and I'll ask for more.
I love that.
Well, how about this? Then why sign the contract back then if you were that confident? Like he was adamant that he was so confident that he was gonna have such a successful season that he said that. If you're so confident, why sign the contract back then? I know he's aging, but why sign the contract back then? Or the more logical option would have been, okay, Steelers negotiation table, why don't you give me incentives then? So you can give me an extension for what you think I'm worth, but if I make the Pro Bowl, if we as a team win the wild card round or we get a first round bye, there's some incentives. If I hit a certain amount of tackles, if I hit a certain amount of sacks, I get that incentive bonus money. What was his agent thinking?
No, Nick, you make great points.
If he's so confident that he's going to do that well, meet the Steelers in the middle when you sign the one extension and say, okay, get the incentive bonuses in there. Because now what it looks like is, are the Steelers paying Cam Hayward for what he's done or what he's going to do? I don't think that they're gonna be paying him for what he's going to do, because I don't think it's going to get easier for him out there at the age that he's at. I really hope he continues to do well, but time catches everyone, except for Smoking Jim, and somehow he's still alive with all the stuff that's gone down.
And he's
with him.
down 75 pounds.
But for
look at that.
Professional athletes meet their end at some point in their careers, right? They are, so he's going to go downhill at some point. We don't know when, but he works hard, and that's okay. But we can't keep giving him contracts for what he's already done. That can't work. It doesn't seem like the respectable thing to do when you're already under contract to then ask for more money, especially when the team as a whole has not achieved a goal that satisfied fans. And that's my perspective on it. Like I said, I've heard the perspective that, why do we care? The individual wants to get paid. The individuals earn the contract. If the individual wants the contract, that's business. I would argue, on the other hand, though, that it's a bad business decision to sign a contract and a year afterwards when you have the leverage to try to ask for more money. And if he sits out, I'm going to lose all respect for him. There is no reason he needs to sit out. He is under contract. TJ Watt, it was the same way. He's under contract. Cam Hayward also had this thing that was going on where he was antagonizing fans. Last year he said, I've got family in Cleveland, so maybe that could be an option. This year he's asked if he's going to sit out, and he said, I do have to look at all my options. Cam, that's just not a good look. Like, he's not helping himself in this situation. Like, with those answers, like, he's not helping himself. If you want to negotiate in private, you negotiate in private. If you say publicly, I'm not happy with my contract, but I'm still going to show up and I'm still going to not be a distraction, then I have more respect for him. But the fact that he's threatening to sit out because he wants another extension after getting one the previous year, I'm not for that. Like, that makes me upset as a Steeler fan, especially because, like I said, I look at this from the whole Steelers roster. You run into these problems when you try to be perpetually good every season. You're going to reach a point, too, where you got a bunch of players that are asking for money, and you can't pay every player at the same time. The Steeler veterans are trying to capitalize on that, though, and they have. Watt, Hayward asking for one. Watt already got signed. Chris Boswell's asking for a freaking contract now. The kicker's asking for more money, even though he's the highest paid kicker in the NFL. You can't. This is bad. It's going to get worse. Training camp was so nice when Aaron Rodgers got signed. Everything was a breath of fresh air. Everything felt great. There was a little bit of relaxation. I don't have high expectations personally, but it looks like it's going to be an exciting season. And then this just hits fans. This just hit the Steelers out of nowhere, that all these players are demanding more money and threatening to sit out or ask for trades or whatever they're going to do. And that does not help the bottom line for us Steeler fans, which is that we want to see this team win in the playoffs. You can look at it from both sides. If the Steelers were winning and then the individuals wanted to get paid, I'd say, okay, yeah, great. You've contributed to winning football. You've contributed to winning in the playoffs. But they are not winning in the playoffs as a team. So the individual stuff looks that much more like a distraction, because even though they want to get paid a lot, they're not winning as a team. So I would rather TJ Watt, I would rather Cam Hayward go play somewhere else and get paid and contribute to a team that's already established enough to carry those guys. And I wish the Steelers would refresh the whole thing and try again from the ground up. But they're never going to do that. And so you're going to run into these problems, these distractions, and the Steelers are going to be perpetually entertaining but not good enough to be a winner. Woo!
Chief wants to tell you great points, and he stole my words. Great points, but you're not the average Steeler fan. And you're not the fan that they're feeding the media information through the Steelers, because they're playing the same negotiating tactics that the players have learned. You get information from the team that we're trying to do this. We always go for a Super Bowl. You have coaches. We have a minimalist amount of coaches compared to any other team, and we don't pay them. And some people don't give credence to a lot of the coaching. Coaches help me to be a better player. If you have all the same talent, wouldn't you want a guy like Vince Lombardi, Chuck Noll, Walsh, and all these other guys pumping you up? So now, Smokin' Jim said it. He's on the record. When Cam Hayward got the contract before this last extension, he said they shouldn't give him the money. And Smokin' Jim's a scout. He knows talent. He said he's too old to get it. Guess what he did? Cam Hayward proved Smokin' Jim wrong, the 1%, and the Steeler organization wrong. Then, when he had his negotiation for the extension, they said the whole time they weren't going to pay him. They put him up against the wall, so that's why he made his comment, because I watched many a game. We needed defensive linemen, and the announcers are going, there's Cam Hayward making a play. Wow, is Cam Hayward playing well? These are national announcers. Now, if you're an average guy and you're getting...
let me just ask you
Yeah,
something.
go ahead.
If you
I'll get to my
you said
point.
I'm not the average Steeler
No,
fan.
you're more advanced.
Oh. Well, no, I mean,
That's what I was
speaking
saying.
from a perspective of
No.
I'm hearing the average Steeler fan say these
Yeah,
things.
but you're more advanced.
Okay.
So when you're putting out your opinion and what you think, this average Steeler fan is looking what I say and other people say. We're going to the Super Bowl. We don't need Aaron Rodgers or anybody else. That's the average Steeler fan because we won. All this stuff is like minutia, little issues. But here, let Cam Hayward leave. It's business. I understand that. He's a good guy in the community, Edgar Snyder and all that, with you. Yeah, I mean, legendary. I interviewed him here after the Police Pal game. Great interview. Great guy.
That used to be the charity game before the softball game.
Yeah.
I think, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Those
So
are cool to watch. Yeah, I got you.
So I understand that. But let him go.
Yeah.
It's business, real simple. Boswell, I say let him sit out. He's a top kicker. What would we have done last year without Boswell? What would we have done the last 4 years without Boswell? The streak would be over.
Yes.
So he has all the leverage. Ayuk was the greatest negotiator, and he's still hurt. But look, he got the money I said he would get by doing it.
Yep.
If I'm Boswell's agent, I say sit out 5 games and see where they are.
Hi.
Just
making a point or two.
great job, you guys.
We got time.
This is very interesting because, I don't like the Haywards. I mean, they snuck out of Monroeville. We could have won more championships at Gateway if they didn't sneak out like a thief in the night to go to Atlanta. But
What?
yeah,
This is ancient
grew up
history.
In Monroeville, and they snuck out to play high school ball in Atlanta. I don't forget that. But 3 things.
Now you
One-
got relatives living there
yeah. One,
and family.
he got the contract extension last year. 2, there's 2 years remaining on his contract.
Yeah.
That's good. Now here's the real kicker. In March, he accepted the roster bonus, so he's already been paid for this year, $13 million.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a new contract, because if the Steelers get rid of him, he got to give that money back or part of that money back. Why accept a roster bonus if you're going to hold out for a new contract?
And Jim, that's the point I was making. The Steelers don't have to sign him. Let him go. He already did well. He was paid for his future. He proceeded to make that exceptional.
What?
But he got all the leverage because the Steelers every year after year, drafted bums after bums after bums after bums, and his first round choice is a bum on the defensive line. That's why
Derek
he's sitting
Carmen's a
back.
bum?
Oh my goodness, he's Ziggy Hood. I said that on draft day. They just drafted Ziggy Hood.
It's
You too young to remember Ziggy Hood?
yeah.
Woo! You're looking at him, number 99. You're looking at him.
I think. I mean, you bring up the point too. It's weird, isn't it?
I don't know what that word means.
It's weird.
Unusual.
It's unusual. It's strange.
Okay.
It's
not like you.
unexpected. It's illogical.
I can't say that to the black community.
I understand. It's okay.
Or the
Even though I live
white
in an all-white
community.
community.
We don't understand what you're saying. No,
It's strange though that he would accept the roster bonus too. I mean, that's a good point. That it's strange that he would accept the roster bonus.
no, it's not.
It is.
No, here's why it's not.
It's really strange. Why would you take that money and then try to
Hold
adjust
it.
the terms of
What
the
year?
deal?
What year is this?
2025.
Do you know what happened? They say they're loyal to teams, but as soon as they can make more money somewhere else, they go. Guess what teams do? They cut players that have potential, and they wonder why they're doing well somewhere else.
But if you want to redo
so
your
it's
contract,
no, but it's straight business.
no,
it's money.
No, this is different. Like you don't. If you want more money, you don't take the $13 million roster bonus and then try to restructure that very same contract, or you don't try to
Hold it. Let me.
extend
No,
yourself. That's the
you're
point.
trying to talk logically. Right next to you is a degenerate gambler.
No, I'm not even.
No, the
I
point
know.
is-
it's not even.
Yeah.
It's not even. We're not talking logistics. It's. Okay, I guess we are talking.
Yeah,
logistics.
you are a bit.
You're
I'm going deep with you.
You want more money,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the logic. Okay, we'll speak. I'll talk this out. You want more money,
Right.
so instead
How do you
of,
get it?
instead of going to the negotiation table and saying, "Give me more money," because, I did well.
Yeah.
You're saying, all right, I'm going to come into this season. I will accept the $13 million I'm owed from the previous contract, and then try to.
Yeah, but do you here's you're thinking.
But that's why the Steelers aren't going to give him
no,
even more.
you're
That's,
thinking logically, but in the NFL negotiations aren't always logic.
like that.
It's
But that
dollars
roster
and
bonus
cents.
matters too, because they might have cut him if he didn't play well. Like his career might be over.
Well, here,
That's why that roster bonus was in there, because his incentive to make that $13 million was to play well enough to make the roster this year. So I don't know what he's doing.
yeah, let me take it a step back. And I've had this argument with people playing. They say certain people are terrible, they're not trying. I know if I signed a contract, I'm going to try to play well because you signed me. So I assume Cam Hayward did it. We don't know what was being talked about at the table. They go, hey, you're an old man. What can you do? He goes, I'm going to be an all-pro. You got to pay me for it. So that's his mentality.
No, but he didn't say that.
No, you don't know during negotiations.
He signed a safe contract. He did. It was a lot of money for him, but it was something he was happy with. He signed a safe contract. Because think about it, too. He needs the money that he was going to get paid from that season, because if he didn't play well, he was going to get a certain
minimum
fixed rate there
yeah.
and then be cut. And so he wasn't going to get any of the bonuses that were already in that contract. So he needed.
Well,
I feel he
yeah.
can say all he wants that he was confident he was going to be an All-Pro.
Well, any
But
player
the
would,
actions
yeah.
speak louder than the words, and in that case, he took the safe contract at the time so that he could get paid just in case he got hurt again, or just in case he went on the decline.
Yeah, but what other
so-
other option did he have?
Exactly, that's what
when
I'm-
they didn't want to even sign him.
The best option would have been,
How about
give
no
me
deal?
Give me incentives over the next 3 seasons. Give me incentives.
Well, that's
if
where
I hit these incentives, you pay me more.
We're going to disagree a little bit.
That's okay.
Because his thing was, he's very confident and he's in better shape. When he was hurt a little bit. So he's confident. They didn't want to pay him at all. So he knows they're like, hit the door. He got too
Right,
much.
but that's my point too.
Yeah.
They met him at the time. They said, all right, you came off an injury, you're getting older, we're not confident that we're
Right.
going to be paying you for what you're going to be doing. We're paying
Right.
you for what you've done and what
your
legacy
reputation.
is. Yeah,
What's your reputation?
exactly. And so
Yeah, but doesn't
got
he
the
know?
better end of the
Wait
deal.
a second. You're young. Don't you know that when you've done it and they're telling you that? So you're going to gamble like my man there. You're going to gamble $13 million because you say you're going to be an all-pro.
13 just the bonus. That's just the bonus.
Wait, he got his year pay, then he gets the bonus for being with the contract.
Yes.
That's his gamble. So now he thinks he has some leverage. I told you that let him go.
Correct.
I'm on your side.
I understand.
I'm saying what his logic
my
is.
point is, I guess it's illogical then, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, it doesn't make sense for a guy like him to approach the situation like this. I wonder if he's frustrated with his agent, perhaps, for not.
Here,
like,
somebody just put this in. Terry Drach Riedel. Cam needs to get rid of his agent and renegotiate. Then just play the game you did. Agree to that money. And that's what Nick's saying.
Or give the $13 million back and negotiate again, but don't take the roster bonus and then expect another contract. Like,
Well, wait, he took the roster bonus, right?
yes,
Okay, he has that money.
yes.
We're talking about the next 2 years negotiating. You go, we'll wait till the 2 years is up. And then if you want to sit out the last year, you do it and you're done. They have their leverage to counter it. This is all in the media, because look at what it is. He got the money. He gambled and he won with that short-term renegotiation. Think about it. He was injured.
He won at the time. He got the best deal for
No,
himself
I
at the
know,
time.
but we're a year later and he had success.
Why? So that's the question. It's just like, why now? Like, what is
It's his
what
last
is
chance.
incentivizing him? Yeah, it might be his last chance.
That's
to
what it
capitalize.
is, yeah. Imagine,
It's tough. The only reason this is tough right now, the only reason why this discussion is difficult is because the Steelers aren't winning games as a team, and fans don't like that.
Well-
There's no the fans cannot justify the payments because the return on the investment, which again it's not your money technically. I mean
Right.
that's part of the argument is it's not your money, but we are investing in entertainment. We're investing in the streaming services that are out there now for these games. We're investing in cable to watch the games. If you still have that, right? Hopefully you do, BPTV, right?
yeah,
We're
stay with
investing
us.
in ticket sales. We're investing in jerseys. Smoke it. You only have pirate jerseys because they're affordable, right? Because you don't have
Out of the
money
back
for
of a
Steelers
trunk.
jersey, right? But we're investing in the jerseys.
Trunk.
We're investing in the brand of Steelers football. And so as fans investing in that, what's the return on investment for Steeler fans been recently?
Negative.
Entertaining football in the regular season?
It's negative.
right? It's entertaining football in the regular season for sure.
Negative.
But have the Steelers grown as a team in 8 seasons?
No.
No. So that's kind of where it is as well. It would be different if he was asking for money and the Steelers as a whole were winning, but they're not. And so that's the extra wedge that's being pushed in here is that
Well, my
paying these guys isn't yielding any team results.
Here, my extra point to this is Cam Hayward sit out, Boswell sit out, and tell me how Tomlin keeps his streak. I end the conversation being a fan. I want to see the streak end.
Yes.
Let Boswell sit. I love him. He should get even more money because the streak would have been over. Cam Hayward with the defense not having other defensive linemen, they had 2 and 3 people blocking him and TJ Watt, and they were both making plays. I'm happy as a fan to see it, but we suck.
Yeah. Very good.
That's a simple thing.
I'm good.
We're down to about 5 minutes or so to go, so we'll do on location in 10 seconds, then we'll have a free-for-all after that. All right, on location, no on locations. We've missed some boxing. I've seen they did the fights under the bridge again in Homestead. We didn't get a call from 3rd Avenue Gym, so I don't know what happened. Maybe they lost the number. But other than that, we're looking for future shows on location. We'll see what happens. People have been talking about it the last few months and even for next year. So we will see with that. Tony from Chick-fil-A has a comment, slipped it right in. GoFundMe, Smoking Jim needs a new phone for a sucker. LOL. All right. Now to continue the Steeler talk, in 2025, it's changed that people like negotiating in the media. Before, all these things should have been behind closed doors. And when it brings it out, what the fans do, they don't really care what the fans want as a team. They like the sellouts they get. Steelers don't have to work for it. So they've become lazy, and so have the fans in watching games.
It's infuriating.
Yeah, why aren't we more outraged like me?
Do you think that these guys wanted, like, do you think these guys truly thought that the majority of the Steeler fan base was going to support them through these? Because sometimes it does work. You can solicit fan reaction your way, or like sympathy your way if you do that. Like, do you think the Steeler fans were gonna like? Did they think Steeler fans were gonna be sympathetic to their situation?
No. Here's what I'll tell you: they got their little group of fans. They don't really care about it. Just think, Cam got $13 million with that contract plus his regular contract. Mm-hmm. He didn't expect to get it. They negotiated and got it. He had no leverage then, coming off an injury and stuff. And look what he got, a 3-year deal. So he got 2 more bonus years. He's taking his best shot, because if he leaves, what do we have on the defensive line?
Well, why go to social media then? Like, what do they have to gain doing that?
I don't know why they do it.
Why are they doing any of this? It doesn't make sense.
Well, because it's worked for others.
I guess, but like Steeler fans aren't empathetic like that. I mean, other teams, it makes sense because those teams win. And so, I mean, Saquon Barkley was a great example. Nobody's arguing that he's getting paid as a running back when the running back market's been
Look at how they were talking
recently.
about that deal.
Exactly, but guess what the Philadelphia Eagles did? They won the Super Bowl. That's totally different. So you're going to get fans.
No, but it's using what the system Cam's using and now Boswell. For him to come out, I go, he got one of the smartest agents out there.
Yeah, just pile onto the Steelers while they're vulnerable. I mean, what are they going to do?
Did Barkley get a new contract?
Yes.
Okay. What did he get?
He got extended. I don't remember exactly when, but he did get an extension. Yes.
Well, look what he did.
So
again,
if Saquon Barkley were going to go on social media and say, "Grr, I'm sitting out," Philadelphia Eagle fans I probably would think would be like, "You got to pay him." Right? Because they won the Super Bowl, and he was a very key piece.
You know they're going to say that. The whole NFL was saying that.
What have the Steelers done, though? Nothing.
Right. And look at
progress.
Look at the Giants that got rid of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Well, they were they tried to pay Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but look at their.
Remember that?
When you talk about fans, what were fans saying about Jones?
Well, everybody was mad at Deshaun Watson at that time because Deshaun Watson shifted the market for quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I mean the
Giant
fans weren't happy with the Giants, and look what happened.
So Saquon Barkley negotiated in public, and then.
But that's why they. I'm giving you the answer. Rival, yeah. I'm giving you the answer. That's why they.
Sometimes it works, but again, I don't know where they thought Steeler fans are going to be empathetic.
They weren't thinking that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There was no thought on it.
Bizarre.
Why would Boswell, who's loved in Pittsburgh, say that he wants to get an extension?
Because now he's capitalizing on the.
No, but I mean, I'm being rhetorical.
TJ Watt kind of made sense. Hayward's situation just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any logical sense to me.
Guess what? His age matters. He's aging out as we speak. Seriously.
No.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, you're right.
I'm just talking facts. When you look at it, we can get all emotional about it. This is a great discussion. I'm glad we could go deep on it, and we're running out of time. And no, it was good. Good points. I agree with you. And you're the advanced Steeler fan representative, because that's who you are. They aren't. I know the time's going down. I'm still watching.
No, I was pointing at the people.
Okay.
I'm the advanced Steeler fan.
I wasn't sure if they had you on.
No, I don't know either. I was just pointing just in case.
Well, we got that clarified. And, yeah, it is about them. But he's your representative. Sign him up. Please stay Joey strong.